sun is out, people are out and about walking, jogging. How different is life here than back home in the Philippines? We're about to find out. Hey there, welcome back to Better Mornings with Jenina, your weekly lifestyle show. I'm Jenina, your host, and we are going to take you through a fun ride around Sydney. Behind me is the beautiful Watson's Bay. It's just a short ferry ride from the city. You can go swim in the water, you can also go to the park, have a picnic, go for a stroll. You can feast on some really yummy fish and chips, or bring your adobo and rice if you want to. From Watson's Bay, take a short walk to the Gap, a dramatic cliffside where you get a beautiful ocean view. It's a beautiful spot to just breathe, take a moment to breathe and appreciate how wonderful nature is. A trip to Sydney would not be complete until you visit Bondi Beach. It's one of the largest and one of the most popular beaches in Australia. What's wonderful here is it's got a beautiful long stretch of the beach for you to sunbathe, play in the sand, go swimming. And what's really popular as well is doing a coastal walk. You do a coastal walk from Bondi Beach to Coogee. I personally love coming to Bondi for their cafes, lots of beautiful cafes, and they also have a lot of wellness spots for you to do yoga, Pilates, gyms. This is a really great place for wellness. There's also an acai truck or an acai spot everywhere, so that's one of the really refreshing snacks or meals that you can have on Bondi Beach. At St. Mary's Cathedral, right by Hyde Park here in Sydney CBD. One of the most beautiful places to go to church. I love to come here on my birthday. It's so grand and beautiful inside. It's also very popular for weddings. It's a wonderful place to visit for some quiet time here in Sydney CBD. You're going to be amazed. Let's go see inside St. Mary's Cathedral. Now inside the beautiful St. Mary's Cathedral. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but from my view, it is very, very grand. Very high ceilings, massive stained glass windows that have beautiful colors, and it's so detailed, left, right, and down the middle. So beautiful, and there's so much to see here at St. Mary's Cathedral. Wow, the sun is shining. Perfect timing as we are here in Hyde Park. I know there's a Hyde Park everywhere, but you cannot miss Hyde Park of Sydney. It's actually so nearby where we just was at. We were just at St. Mary's Cathedral. And it connects to Pitt Street Mall where all the shopping goes on. So you would pass by here and you would see this really big fountain, and luckily today we have got all the water flowing out today, and just behind me such colorful flowers, so it's really perfect for a picnic, somewhere to just sit down, relax, maybe read a book. definitely come visit Hyde Park in Sydney. One of the things I love about Sydney is that there's always a beautiful park to sit down and relax. It's the greenery, the flowers, the sunshine that really makes you have a positive, healthy lifestyle here in Sydney. And that's what you get to experience here at Hyde Park. I love to do this. But my mother would not be happy because now I'm soaking in the sun. And I don't have much sunscreen on today. And my mother is like the sunscreen police to protect the skin. You guys, protect your skin. The sun is pretty strong in Australia. So, siguro po, pag pumunta kayo dito for a holiday, buy sunscreen kasi you're always out in the sun and you don't want to miss out on outdoor activities like this. We can grow this community, so make sure to follow us on Facebook, Better Mornings with Jenina, that's the page, and share it with your friends and family. Join us for Better Mornings every day of the year. I hope you guys have been enjoying our Sydney adventure. We'll see you after the break. Alright guys, we're done with Hyde Park. Now it's time for shopping. We are on our way to one of my favorite streets in Sydney when I was a child. I would come sometimes with my mom to work, and this is like my playground. The playground for young girls who love shopping. This is Pitt Street Mall. You will see the Westfield Tower. It's very noticeable everywhere across Sydney, and that's usually my point of reference where I am in the city. So you go find Westfield in Sydney CBD, and that is where all the shopping happens. Here we are at Pitt Street Mall, the place for your shopping. So it's a bit busy around here. There's always some music in the background, which is so nice. It's still holiday season, so there's a lot of people around here. So you've got Meijer and David Jones, parang equivalent to SM or Ayala. You also have on this side more high-end stores, but you also have your everyday casual wear here as well. So definitely visit if you want to do some shopping. When you go down Circular Quay, you also got to see the Harbour Bridge. It's probably a structure that you've seen before. Everyone really takes a picture next to this structure. You can also walk across it or even climb over it. That's the Harbour Bridge. At Circular Quay. On my side is the Opera House, and we also have the Harbour Bridge. This is one of the most iconic landmarks in Sydney. You might notice the sail-like structure of the Opera House. It shows the culture and creativity of Australia. And there's a lot of things that go around here. A lot of performances. Inside the Opera House, there's world-class ballet shows, violin performances, and just all around the streets here, you have a lot of people busking when they're playing instruments, singing, all sorts of entertainment. So it's really an exciting place to be. We are now here at one of the most beautiful spots to take a photo in Sydney, McMahon's Point. So in this spot, you can get a photo of the Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, and Luna Park over here too. You get nice view of the waters. There's lots of boats out today because the sun has peeped out. It's a great spot for picnics as well, spend time with your family. And I've spent New Year's here as well. You get to see the fireworks by the Harbour Bridge. It's just a wonderful spot to see all of Sydney's iconic landmarks in one shot. And just to note, you can also take a ferry. The station for the ferry is not far away, just a short walk. The McMahon's Point ferry is nearby. You can take the car just as we did. It's a really great spot to see everything all in one shot. Thank you so much for joining us. I couldn't think of anyone better to show the Aussie life, particularly to our fellow friends than Karina. Would you like to say hi to our friends watching and introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Karina. I'm also known as Philo's Girl on Instagram and YouTube. I'm Jenina's friend in Sydney and I'm happy to help her showcase the Sydney life with that.
Yay! Okay, so we have our very Aussie spread here. We have chicken schnitzel and chips. We've got here...
I think this is poke bowl.
Poke bowl, so it's like a salad. Another salad, sweet potato, kale, quinoa, and of course...
fish and chips.
The fish and chips. Very iconic fish and chips, tomato sauce, and... How do you say this?
I think that's tartare sauce.
Tartare sauce, and mayo. So, very excited. When you come to Australia, I guess this is the must-try food, especially when you're near the beach.
Yeah, I feel like we just have a very healthy diet in general. So with the poke bowl and the normal salad, we'll have that through lunch and dinner. So it's such a difference to the Filipino breakfast here.
There
so
you want like
really
heavy food with rice, with greens, vegetables.
Which I always still crave every now and again. I still want a Filo breakfast.
It's the Filipino in us, guys.
Yeah.
Are you half Filipino?
Yeah, I'm half Filipino. My dad's actually Australian, my mother's Filipino. But I've still got a very Filipino.
So you gotta balance the both. Sometimes you want some of this, and sometimes you still gotta eat the Filipino food, no?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about Karina's morning routine. I know she lives a very active morning. You like your mornings as well, right? Yeah, me too. I think that's the Aussie side of us. We love our mornings. So, what's your typical morning routine like?
I actually wake up really, really early.
How early?
Like 5:36 is my normal wake up time.
Even earlier than me. I'm at 6 o'clock. Even no alarms, you can wake up at 5:30.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I'm awake when the sun's up. And I think generally, like everybody else, I would look at my phone for a little bit. But my number one rule is when I make my morning coffee, I don't have a phone. I take my time to make my coffee because I have a real nice machine.
I've been seeing your videos. You even try to make that little art on the coffee. Wow.
So that's like my little meditation in the morning, and I make sure that I have the sun on my eyes because it's so good for you. For me nowadays, sleep is such an important part of my life because I have a really active lifestyle.
Yes.
So I need to make sure that I have a good sleep at night. So
the
morning routine is so important for me, for my body to wake up.
So do you have to sleep a good 8 hours to get that morning routine going?
Not all the time. I think sometimes it's how good your sleep is. If you get that REM sleep or your deep sleep, it doesnment really matter how long your sleep is. But obviously, like, you have to really prioritize your environment and your routine from the moment that you wake up. So it's such a good start for me to make sure that I'm calm in the morning and I start
A good day
slow.
starts with a good morning routine.
Yeah.
So after your coffee, what usually happens after that?
That's when I start catching up with everybody, like all my friends.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, like I
Okay.
feel like that's where I...
You start
know,
socializing already in the morning.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the extrovert part of me. So I feel like the introvert part is when I relax and
Right.
I wind down and I
Mhm.
make sure I'm really out of, like I don't have my phone. Like I have to have time off my phone.
Maybe I need to implement that this year.
Yeah, it's so important. Even if it's just like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that's just my morning, and then that's exercise before work.
Exercise before work. And here you start work, what time do you start?
I think, well,
8, 9?
8:30.
So even before 8, she's already squeezed in her exercise.
This is why I wake up 5:36 because I have to have all that morning time for exercise
Amazing.
before I go.
What's your typical exercise? Is it the running or the gym?
Running and gym, like I have to at least have 3 training sessions, strength training,
Okay.
and then 3 running sessions a week.
Right.
So I think it just depends on how I want or what I feel that morning or my energy levels. But I make sure I prioritize strength as well as running.
Okay, yeah, I've noticed in Australia it's a big thing, even for women.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that in the past not many women get into. They're too afraid of doing strength training.
Yeah.
So now I see Karina and I'm inspired to get some weights in as well. That's awesome. Have you always had this morning routine, this very active early morning
Yeah,
routine?
I think there's a level, isn't it? Like you change things up on what you want to do and you
Yeah.
know what you're interested in. And for the longest time, I've just been interested in fitness and health. But I think I've developed this routine recently, and it's really worked for me.
So good. So for our viewers who also want to maybe implement new morning routine for the new year, what's your tip in being able to push yourself if they're a night person?
I feel like you just need to start slow. Like you need to have small steps to make sure that you can't go hard too soon because it's so easy to go off track your plan. So even if you just start with like a little morning routine, like you just make sure you drink a glass of water as soon as you wake up. Like just small
steps will build it up.
and then you'll build it up to how you want to live and how you want your routine to be.
Wonderful, wonderful. Guys, comment down below your New Year's resolutions and we'll see you after the break. If you haven't grabbed your coffee or breakfast yet, go grab it, bring it here, and we'll see you after the break.
Do you like fish and chips?
Actually, one of my favorites, if we're at a hotel, pub, or restaurant like this by the beach, fish and chips.
Yeah.
I'm a big fish and chips person. So it's a battered fried fish, right? And then always got fries, crispy fries in there.
With lemon as well. It's so important to
I
have
feel
lemon.
like I haven't had a bad one in Sydney. Like I feel like
Really?
they're all pretty good. I guess some
Yeah.
people are picky about how crispy it is, or the coating is always kind of different, like crummy versus like this. I like it like this.
Yeah, I definitely on a beach day crave a fish and chips. It's almost just like a beach day thing for me. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
It doesn't
crave
feel
it
like
at
a beach
night.
day.
Yeah.
That's true. It has to be
Yeah.
a summery like day kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just easy to find when you're at the beach, and you just know you're gonna get. good
Yeah,
ones.
even if you just get it in a paper wrap.
Yeah,
you know,
actually, sometimes you-
newspaper.
I think it's better sometimes when it's in a paper. I feel like it's more authentic when it's in a paper. What the thing about Australian food, I think it's very simple. I think Filipinos will look at this and it looks like it doesn't have any flavor. It's just salt and pepper, or just salt,
lemon.
even lemon, like or asim, I guess. And I'm not sure if it's everybody else, but me and my younger brother, we love to have the fries with chicken salt,
Yes.
which is a bit of an odd combination. Chicken salt on the fries and then fish on top.
You said fries.
Fries.
That's so Filipino of you because
Oh,
we
no.
call them chips in Australia.
Have I changed it now? Fries. Really?
Yeah, that is
Fish and chips and fries.
Yeah.
Same thing. And fish chips and is that the only? There's another way of saying it. Fish chips. Fish and, I guess for me, chips sometimes is the one in the packets. You know.
Yeah.
And then
That's
fries is-
chips as well, but I think you know when chips is chips.
So I
and
need
chips.
Karina here today because I've
Yeah.
forgotten
Just
my
reminding
Aussie
her what
terminology now. Chips.
Yeah.
Fish and chips, guys. Gotta try fish and chips. So here we also have
Chicken schnitzel.
chicken schnitzel. And don't they have another way of saying like schnitty? Do you say that?
Schnitty, yeah.
Schnitty.
And sometimes you can have it with veg and mash.
Veg
Sometimes we
and
can-
mash.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
As a
mash.
dinner, you'll probably have it like with steamed vegetables and mashed potatoes.
Yes.
And then on a normal lunchtime, you'd have salad and chips a bit more fresh.
See how simple Aussie food is? It's really like
Yeah.
your meat and your veggies and potatoes. Everyone loves potatoes, whether it be in this form
Yeah.
or in mash. I love it mash.
Yeah.
Interesting how we've got like a gravy over here.
I think that might be the sauce just for the chicken.
The chicken,
Or maybe the chips, yeah.
Here, I'm happy to have tomato sauce on anything. I think that's tomato sauce.
Really?
Yeah, even with a hot dog.
That is so Filipino of you, by the way.
I know. Even the banana ketchup.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to like it too. You know, this is
Yeah,
more
I do
maasim
like
than banana ketchup.
Yeah.
Banana ketchup is sweet. This one is more maasim and salty.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love having this, and this is also simple food to make at home. Like
Yeah.
you just pop in
You can even do
frozen ones.
Yeah.
I used to eat that a
The
lot.
oven or fry
Yeah,
it?
in the oven, air fryer. Easy to make at home. All right, let's move on to the poke bowl.
It's so interesting because poke bowl I think is more of a Hawaiian food.
Yeah, it's actually not that Aussie, but I guess everyone
But
loves it. 'cause
we've
it's so balanced.
embraced it because of how
Yeah.
healthier it is, and like I guess with the weather is so similar to Hawaii.
That's right. In the summer, it's
Yeah.
perfect. We added grilled chicken to this one.
Yeah.
It always has avocado, brown rice, and some peas, other greens. It's so
Cucumber.
beautiful. The servings here is so big.
Yeah.
So big. Laki.
We wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
I mean, we can give it a good
We'll
try.
see how we can finish this. And then this one is another salad. Everybody loves here the green goddess salad. Avocados are really nice this time of the year, December.
Yes, I agree.
I can find it in any grocery. Some kale.
Let's talk about avocado because in Philippines, I grew up eating avocado as a dessert.
Right, me too. Growing up here, my mom always made the avocado with condensed milk
And ice.
yours had ice.
Yeah.
Kami walang ice, but
Ice.
or maybe there was. I can't
You have to
remember.
either shave ice or like crush the ice with the milk. or
It's
sweet.
a dessert, guys.
Yeah,
You eat it
it's a
sweet.
dessert in
Because
Philippines.
everything in the Philippines is a dessert.
But
It's
over
sweet.
here, we have it in sandwiches.
With bread,
and
toast.
salad.
Simply breakfast could be toast with avocado and salt and pepper. Like, would you
Yeah.
imagine that? I think they're starting to adopt that in the Philippines though.
Are they?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
Aussie-inspired cafes there, so now they're eating it both ways. I don't even see it as a dessert.
The same way for us in Australia. We're starting to actually
Oh,
have avocado in
Ice cream!
smoothies.
Ice cream!
Yeah, and
Avocado ice
yeah.
cream as well. In smoothies. The green smoothies have avocado now because it's so healthy as
It's
well.
versatile.
So yeah, I guess we're sharing the different ideas across the world, and we love it like that.
Yes.
Awesome. In Sydney, people really prioritize their work-life balance, you know. So they have their job 9 to 5, and then they really make time for personal life, friends, and family. So Karina, how do you balance that? How do you balance work and
It's really hard at this day and age to do everything that your friends want you to do or your family wants to do with you.
yeah,
So 9 to 5 is definitely a rule for me. Like
Clock off at 5.
I have to clock off at 5 because at the end of the day, you just really need to work hard on the time that you're supposed to be there and be present. And then I guess there are days that you have to stay back, but then I'd also want to do things after work. So I
Right.
want to hang out with my friends after work. Because in the weekends, it's really hard as well because you only have Saturday and Sunday. And by the
True.
time you do errands on one day and do hang out on another day, you run out of time. So
yeah, that's true. And I feel like you do your work best when you've actually made time for yourself to rest.
Exactly.
You are a lot more productive that way.
yeah. And then I make
Right.
sure that I meal prep at the beginning of the week.
Meal
so then
prep.
I don't have to take a lot of time cooking
True.
during the
Cooking
week.
can take so much time, especially
Yeah.
when you don't have your mom and dad cooking for you and it's
Yeah.
ready for you when you get home. Taking time to think of what to cook, making it and cleaning up can take a lot of
Going
time.
to the shop as well and getting the food.
That's true. Going to the groceries takes hours as well, so it's
Yeah.
really good to meal prep. And I know that's very common in Australia.
Yeah.
Meal prep. So we are at the summertime of Australia. So the daylight stays out for like a really long part of the day, up till 8 p.m. Is that right?
Yeah, and some days it's even 8:30 p.m. So you have a
I
lot
love
more
that.
to do during
Your
the
day.
summertime.
I love that. You get
Yeah.
up early in the morning and you have so much to do in your day. I feel like you can be so productive in the summertime.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's different having Christmas here in Australia and New Year's compared to anywhere in Europe, in America, because here it's so summer, it's hot, and you just always want to be in the beach near the water
Yeah.
or taking nice walks around. We just love being outdoors in Australia.
That's right.
What I've noticed is that Karina definitely still keeps that Filipino side of her. In what ways do you think you have brought your Filipino side to Australia?
I'm very family oriented, so
I
I'm
see.
really close to my family, my cousins. I have a few cousins that moved from the Philippines here now.
Oh,
So on the weekends we all hang out. I am super close to my sister who I work with as well. So Christmas and holidays is so different to Filipino Christmas to Australia, because in Australia everyone kind of just do a lunch and then they do the gifts and then that's it. Whereas in
Yes.
Filipino we have a Christmas party here and then we have to
So
go
many
and see.
celebrations with family.
Yeah.
I think almost all of December you're with your family.
Yeah, and
no?
then you have to go see your ninong and ninang. you
Yeah,
know,
it's a
and-
visit to every branch of your family.
Yeah.
I love that with Karina. I see her post all the time. She's always with her sister and siblings. And what's good is even if we get older, we grow up, and our parents aren't forcing us to be with family, you intentionally make time with your siblings.
Exactly. I just feel like time is so important, so you need to give it to the people that you love.
I personally love to be outdoors. I think when I'm in the sun, I feel more bubbly and productive. In the weekend, if the weather's nice and sunny, you'll want to come to a beach and a park like this.
Yeah.
Karina, I almost like every day, you run outside in the morning?
Yeah. So I live closer to the beach, so it's
So lucky.
very lucky that I am close to big parks that I can
Was that an intentional choice or it's close to work?
Yes, I think it's a lot because of my personality. I don't really like sitting around at home. I like to go outside, explore new places. And I like you, I like to be under the sun and, the beach.
You would
Yeah,
go
going-
outside every morning?
Yeah, going for walks, run clubs, going for a run, going for a swim. is
And a
so important for
swim!
me.
I've noticed you start swimming in the morning. Isn't it super
Yeah.
cold?
No, actually, the water is so nice. Like, it'll have a cold shock at first, but then once you're actually swimming, you don't want to get out.
They
'cause
say
it's
that's so good for your body. So you do a run and then to recover your muscles, you'll jump in the water.
in the cold water. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, if I lived near the beach, that would be so nice. So I guess guys, try as much as you can to get outdoors and find a park or a beach that you can go swimming. Karina also has a very creative side and she has a particular passion that she likes to share with everyone. Would you like to share a bit more about that?
Yeah, I do have a YouTube account, and the same way as I share in my Instagram, I am so passionate about health and fitness. So a lot of the stuff that I share online is a lot more of my character and personality,
Yes.
being funny and bubbly and stuff, but I like to share what I've learned in my fitness journey, like how important it is to be outside, to eat healthy, and not just skip your meals. It's so important to eat.
It's
but you
inspiring.
eat- yeah,
Yeah.
but eat well.
That's right. And it's inspiring that she also shares those days where she doesn't want to go out to the gym and go for a run, but she pushes herself, and that way everyone also feels like that relatability that it's not always easy to stay active and healthy, but she shows everyone the hard sides of it and then the positive outcome that comes out of it.
Yeah, I think it's just every day you just need to make a conscious effort to improve yourself, whether that's a small step or that's a big challenge, that you just have to always be conscious that today is going to be a new day and it's going to be a better one than yesterday. So if you have that outlook in life,
Just keep moving forward.
Yeah, it's just-
amazing. So guys, definitely check out her Instagram and the rest of her socials. Would you like to share where they can find you?
you can find me at Fit Girl on Instagram and YouTube. I share a lot about my travels and health and fitness in there.
Let's
Hi, I'm
make
Karina,
every
also
morning
known
a
as
better
Fit
morning.
Girl, and catch me on Better Mornings.
Hi, I'm
with Jenina, also known as Fit Girl, and catch me on Better Mornings with Jenina.
for today's better morning. If you visit any of these places, please tag us #FromBetterMornings. Make sure to subscribe to Gem TV on Facebook and YouTube and follow me at Jenina on Instagram. Let's make every morning a better morning. See ya! Welcome back to Better Mornings with Jenina. I'm your host. One more time, sorry. We're about to find out. How different is life here in Australia than in the Philippines? You're about to find out. In the Philippines, we're about to find out. Hello.
So every time the camera opens,
So, we can begin. Morning, Karina. Thank you so much for being here. Introduce yourself to our friends watching. Okay. Then, Karina, would you like to say hi to our friends and introduce yourself? Sorry.
It's quite hard.
There's birds.
Wait now.
Yeah.
We're getting closer now.
Yeah.
And then is it on?
Okay,
still?
one clip and then we can do a walking.
Weekends I see her a lot. So sometimes
Shows her Filipino side when she's in Australia. Again, sorry. Very family oriented.
I am very
I guess more
yeah.
alive and healthy. Does that even make sense?
Yeah.
Let's go again.
You can find me on @PillowsGirl on Instagram and YouTube. I share a lot of my fitness and travel in there.
It's okay.
Find me on @PillowsGirl on Instagram and YouTube. I share a lot of my travel and fitness. Bakit ako nagpupunta doon?
Watson's Bay, where we were earlier, in the short Exhibit A. I found a bench to myself. So many people are looking at me.